Okay, and we are live. Let me adjust this a little bit. Go down. Okay. So I'm already starting to melt down some candy melts, and today we are making some Valentine cupcake toppers slash kind of like little cute treats that you can make that are no bake. And I've had these ideas kind of mulling around for a little while, so I figured I'd finally give them a try. So I have not tested these, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to turn out very, very cute. So starting to melt down some white vanilla melting wafers in the microwave. And this is the second heating, just giving, I have two little bowls here, giving them a stir. Okay, that one still has a good amount of large pieces, so it needs some more time, but I've done 2 rounds of 30 seconds. This one I'm probably gonna go closer to like 20 seconds because I don't want to overheat. And then same thing with this one. Still some pretty good sized pieces. So we're gonna pop that back in the microwave. Okay, and continue to melt. And then I'm grabbing a couple colors to dye these ones. This one is an oil-based food coloring purple color. And then this is that color I've used before, the Lumo Cosmo Pink from Rolcom. And that one is actually glows under black light. So it's a really fun one to use for more than one reason. Not only the fact that it has a really great, very vibrant pink color. Okay, we look good right there. I probably could have even gone a little bit less, 15 seconds or so. But we look good. I'm not seeing any little remnant pieces. Let's check this one. No, I think we look good. Okay. So let's add in our colors here. And so you can actually see both of them. We'll add our purple back in here. We'll mix that in and see if we need to add any more. And then some of our powder. Not too much. We can always add more, of course. I love how vibrant this purple is. This is my first time using this purple, so I love that you don't even need that much to really get a good deep color. Okay, I'm really happy with this purple, so I'm not going to add any more. And then just scraping down the sides, making sure everything gets nice and mixed. Okay. Let's mix in our pink. And while we're doing that, I think I also want to, how do I do in the order of this? I think I'm going to start to remelt some of the red candy melts I have here. Hello, thank you for joining. I'm going to start to remelt some of these down so that we can start to get those going as well, but I've already dyed them with red. And then I also have a second bowl. Hi, thank you so much for joining. Another bowl of just white. We're not going to dye this one. We're going to leave that one plain. So we're trying out 3 different cupcake topper slash like cute little treat ideas. So let's mix in our pink. I just love the way that this pink looks. It's like that kind of perfect, kind of Valentine's Day, almost like bubblegum pink. What are you cooking? Great question. Today we're working on some Valentine's Day cupcake topper slash kind of like cute little itty bitty treat ideas that I've had for a while and I haven't tested out yet. So I figured, why not test them out here on live with you guys? So we have 3 different ones that I'll talk about in just a second. And based on previous experience of, you know, making cupcake toppers, I'm quite sure that all of these are going to work out and be very, very cute. But we're making our Valentine's colors here. Let's check on our red. Okay. Oh wow, one for me also. Okay. Definitely, obviously still need some more time. Just trying to break it up into smaller pieces so it'll melt a little more evenly. Okay, I'm gonna melt this a little bit slower, maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so we have, like I said, 3 different things we're working with. So one of them is going to be a cute little ice cream cone that's gonna look like a little heart-shaped scoop on top with this cute little strawberry marshmallow. So this one's gonna be pretty easy. And we're gonna work with the pink because that's just gonna be adorable. And checking on our red again. Still some little pieces, but you want to stir it to make sure that heat kind of melts it. You don't want to put it back in until you actually like try to get the heat to melt it first from the previous heating. That was a lot of heats. Okay, I think we look pretty smooth. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. So you can pretty much see all of those. I don't think I'm going to start to heat my white ones just yet. I'm going to finish mentioning the ones that we're doing today. So we're also going to be trying out to make like a crystal ball. And we're going to use a little, this is like smaller than a typical Reese's Mini. This is like the itty bitty minis. And so we're going to stick it onto a Lindor truffle. And then I'm thinking I'm not going to coat this, but I'm going to actually brush it with some edible glitter to kind of give it a shimmery effect. So I have a couple edible glitters that I might need to try out, but I'm thinking that that's going to turn out really cute. And I'm going to go with a base of purple for that one. And then for our other one, we're going to have a similar idea here. Take a Lindor truffle, and then we're going to take a Rolo, and we're going to actually make a cute little like gumball and put little sprinkles that are Valentine's Day colors, but make it look like a cute little gumball machine. I may put like a cute little sprinkle, heart sprinkle on there too to decorate it. So those are the 3 ideas that we're working with today. And we're gonna start by grabbing a small food brush here, actually a couple of them because I'm working a couple different colors. And we're going to get all of our things, I think I'm gonna put them all together. Like I said, I haven't tried this out yet, so I'm debating if I wanna like dip this first and then stick it on, or if I wanna just like adhere them together. I'm kind of leaning towards dip this first. So actually dipping, these 2 things are gonna be dipped. So let's start by dipping our little strawberry marshmallow here. And then we're just gonna stick it onto our cone, and we'll be dipping that and kind of making it look like it's dripping down a little bit. But this one is, like I said, this is the easiest of the bunch, just sticking it right on there. And this is a cool little ice cream cone filled with chocolate. That's actually, what is the brand? Muddy Bites. So they're little waffle cones filled with chocolate. Okay. Let's get, got a couple forks out here so we can do our dipping. Let's do our little gumball machine first. So we're just going to make sure it gets completely covered. And then shake, 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 shake. To shake off all the excess. And then we're going to carefully slide it onto our, get off, Actually, there's a little bit of excess that was coming off the top. Okay, just like that. And some of the chocolate's starting to melt, but that is okay. We might need to do a double dip on this one because it was a little bit thinner than I expected. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, to make that a little bit thicker, I'm thinking we're going to want to do the double dip. I'm going to try to just like going over this side a little bit. So we're going to fix that with the second dip anyway. And we're going to do the same thing over here really quick with our purple back here. And same thing, just working kind of quickly to shake off the excess. Okay, that one coated a little bit better. You don't really see the chocolate as much as with the red, because obviously like the darker colors tend to do that. So I don't know that we're gonna need a second coat on that one because it looks pretty good to me. But I'm thinking we might want to brush this one with edible glitter first before we proceed with sticking it on there, because it might get too much glitter on the base and it's not going to be, you know, as distinctive between the two. So let me grab my first edible glitter. Right here. Okay, so I'm thinking a combination of a couple glitters is going to get the crystal ball effect that I'm looking for. So I have this silver luster dust that I'm going to start with as the base, and then depending on how that turns out, I also have this moonstone iridescent, really light, sparkly, a really cool one. I just think that by itself it might not work, but I might do a little kind of tester patch on part of it and see, because the other one I think is a little bit thicker, a little bit, you know, not stronger, but I think it'll cover it a little bit better. So let's see what are, it's so pretty. I don't know if you can see that super well, but I don't think these ones cover the same as like this one does. So that's why I'm thinking, actually, I'm kind of liking the coverage that one's getting. Okay, we're gonna work just with this. I think the silver might take away from that. I'm liking how this one's going. We just gotta dip it and brush frequently. I love anything iridescent, and this is just so pretty. Okay, so we're just working our way all the way around. Okay, so we got our pretty, it has a purplish tone to it and looks really gorgeous. I think it turned out really well, actually. That actually, when I've used some of these glitters before, they don't pop as much as I want them to, but this one actually did a pretty good job on our dark chocolate truffle here. So, but I'm thinking we either might want to turn it, I'm going to put a little heart in like the center of it to make it look like, you know, heart horoscope kind of thing going on. So I might turn it like that and not have that kind of seam going around there, but we can decide that in a second when we combine the two. But I love the way that that looks on the chocolate. Okay, let's clean up a little bit of our sparkles here. It's not doing much to pick it up. So pretty. Okay. So I'm still gonna let that sit a little bit longer, but it feels like that one's nice and hard. So I'm just gonna do my dipping really quick with our little ice cream cone here. It feels like those are still melty enough to be able to dip. Trying to get rid of any little air bubbles. I see one. There we go, right there. And shake off some of that excess. Okay. So that looks pretty good. And then we could actually go back, like let this set and take like a food brush and kind of do little dollops almost of candy melts along to kind of look like the bottom part of an ice cream scoop. So let's see, I think I should be able to lay it down. Yeah, it's not going to pool around, so it's not going to have that kind of weird look to it. Let's see, this is nice and solid. And I definitely, you can see how uneven the coating is on this one. Sometimes, like I said, the lighter colors just don't want to cooperate as much. So let's see. Okay, let's do this one again to get that second coating on there. So just quickly coat it in candy melts, try and make sure there's no air bubbles, and take it out as fast as possible. Ugh. But don't forget to shake, shake, shake. Oops. And scrape off excess when you can. And then let's get that. This one likes to stick to the fork a little bit more. Just trying to shake it off. There we go. So we don't mess it up too much. And that coating worked out even better. So we're just gonna let that one sit for now. And let's see, I'm waiting for this one. It looks like our bottom part here is done. And you can, clean up the bottoms a little bit right there because you can kind of see where the fork was there. But overall, this one looks pretty good. I'm gonna call this one my front because it looks like the cleanest rather than those parts of it. So that's my little front part, and we can, I can't watch my grandparents just got here. Oh, go have fun. Thanks for popping in though, but the replay will be available. So check it out later. Go have fun with your grandparents. So we're going to adhere this with our crystal ball. So we only need a little bit. And like I said, I think I'm gonna do, let's see. Thinking I have a pink heart. Don't have a pink heart at the moment. I'm just gonna do a big old red heart. Okay, so I have this big old red heart that I'm gonna stick on here, and I'm thinking right there, because like I said, I want the seam. I don't think I want that to be right there. I want it to be a little bit less obvious, if you will. So we're just gonna, oh, it's starting to set a little bit, but I also put too much. So I'm just going to wipe that off. Comes off pretty cleanly if it's still a little bit soft. And we're gonna put less on there. We want only, get some off the truffle too. Okay. So I gotta put less on there than I did. Just the teeniest, tiniest bit. We don't want it to pool around it to be obvious. So I put like half or even less of what I did last time. And we're just going to get right on in the middle. And then we're just gonna do a teeny tiny dot in the center of that little circle right there. And we're gonna stick on this heart. I could also use my food tweezers, but I think this one's pretty quick. Oh, that was a little bit too little of the melts. Okay. Oop. I was applying too much pressure and the bottom popped off, so we're gonna put just a little bit more melts right there to get it to adhere. Okay, we're gonna let that just sit to the side to solidify there. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get another food brush, but I'm trying to find one that's a little bit, this is the one I want. So it's not super tiny, but it's not as like thick and bushy as this one that I used to brush the glitter. So, but it's bigger than like these ones that I was using just now to put the purple on. So we're going to take some candy melts for our ice cream cone here, and it's already hardened. And like I said, you can always kind of break off the excess, but if we're looking at this as our front, we're gonna grab candy melts and then kind of make like little designer on the bottom just to make it really sell that ice cream scoop kind of look. And we can kind of try to blend it up a little bit too. Okay, see, it kind of sells the ice cream scoop a little bit more. And I'm gonna let that one set as well. And then I think I'm gonna use my torch to just lightly melt it after they're all evenly set. And then we can add a little bit of sprinkles to finish this one off. But we're going to go back to this one. Let's see, that feels done. We're gonna start to melt our just plain white melts. We're not gonna color these ones. And kind of like started to go off to the side, but that's okay. And kind of like roll these on the parchment paper to kind of get rid of the little excess stuff. And like I said, I always find the front that looks the best. Like to me, that looks the best. So we're gonna go with that as our front part. Okay, that's after just one round of melting, so of course we need some more time. That was 30 seconds. I'm gonna go another 30 seconds. Okay, and for our gumball machine, I've been going back and forth between the two. I might actually end up trying both of them at different times, but I have these little Valentine nonpareils, so they actually look like gumballs, or I have these cute little same color scheme, but these are itty bitty hearts that could look like almost gumball hearts. So kind of want to try both just to see which one I like better, but we're only going to do one on live today, and then I'll probably end up recording the other one later. I think either way they're going to be very cute. Okay, we're getting there, but there's still some bigger pieces, so keep stirring for a little bit. Don't just stick it right back in, just in case they're very close to being melted, but they just haven't yet. Because you don't want to stick it back in there, start to heat it up more, and then it's just going to possibly burn, or it makes them like a weird thick consistency if you overheat them. So I would say there's still a couple little pieces. I'm going to go 5 seconds. It does not need very much time at all, so that's why I'm going so little, because we are almost done with it. Okay. A little bit more mixing and we should be good. Okay, I think we look pretty good here. Oh, excuse me, my allergies are driving me crazy today. Okay, I think we look, there's still like a couple little piece or two here and there, but I'm liking the consistency, and I think those are just gonna slowly melt in. Yeah, consistency is good. So we're going to, I think I'm gonna take I use this metal cake tester here. So I'm going to poke the top of this, and we're gonna use this to dip it and then stick it right on top of there once we shake off a lot of excess. Let me slide this back so you can see it a little bit more. Okay. Just like before, we gotta be quick, because we don't wanna start to melt this. And actually this might need, well, it might not need 2 coatings. Shake, shake, shake. Sometimes with the white it does, but then sometimes it surprises you and you don't actually need to do 2 coatings for it. I'm actually really liking how even that looks. So I don't think we're gonna need to do 2 coatings on this one. Let's do a little scrape-a-doo here. And a little more shake, shake. A little bit of chocolate is coming off, but it still looks nice and even. So I'm going to carefully stick this on here. But I don't want to press down really hard. I don't want that pooling that's happening to like squish out a whole bunch. So we're just going to let it set. Okay, stay. Okay, I don't want to remove this stick until it's a little bit more secure. And actually this one got a little bit off kilter. I'm trying to, yeah, adjust it a little bit more like that. Okay, we're just gonna set this guy to the side and let that harden a bit before we even attempt to remove that, because I think it might get all messed up. So in the meantime, we're back to our ice cream cone. See, look how cute the little, like that just kind of really adds a little bit more of that ice cream feel to it. And we're gonna get some of our sprinkles ready. Which ones do we want to do? I'm thinking, kind of leaning towards either the non-pearls, or what do we think about some glitter sugar sprinkles? Those ones would be fun. I think I'm gonna do both of the glitter sugars. So I think some of the other sprinkles are a little bit too chunky, like the Jimmies, which are usually perfect for ice cream stuff. Those are too big for something obviously like miniature like this. So I think the sugar sprinkles are going to be our best bet. And we're just going to hold it by the tip of the cone and very, very lightly with our thing here. I'm actually going to put it on the lower setting. Just very lightly melt, if you will, so that we can actually get the sprinkles to adhere. But we're not trying to melt them or burn them in any way. So just very carefully. And you can actually start to see it get like a glossy finish. That means it's starting to melt a little bit. And we don't need to go too much to the bottom. I'm going to focus more on the top. But just don't, oh, see, I held it too close. So that's okay though. Can still add our sugar sprinkles here. Nope. Yeah, see, I went just a little bit too far and now it's kind of like doesn't want to cooperate. So I think I'm going to add a little bit to the top. I think I held it just a little bit too close for a little bit long. So that's an example of how to not lightly remelt your candy melts, but you can also still make it work. So just see, lightly covering it up like that and adding some of our sugar sprinkles. Let's add some red in there for funsies. It's kind of annoying me that there's like this one little teeny tiny space not filling in. So I'm gonna grab just a little bit of candy melts. To pop it in those couple spaces that are not getting anything. Perfect. And there's our cute little ice cream cone. Our little heart ice cream cone. Okay, what do you guys think so far? We have 2 down, 1 to go. I can see that this one is mostly set. Let's see, oops. Let's see if I can twist this out of here. Beautiful, okay. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so to finish this one off, I'm thinking that I'm going to probably paint some candy melts and not try to do the melting thing because I can't really control exactly where I'm going to be melting it. So we're taking another small food brush here and we're just going to lightly add some of the white melts and then we're going to immediately add our little nonpareils here. I think I want to get a bowl out so they don't bounce everywhere because they always seem to do that. Okay, so I got my bowl and I'm gonna do the sprinkles over the bowl to try and, the nonpareils, I love them, but the only thing that I don't like is that they bounce everywhere when you do the sprinkling. So, let's see. I'm also going to do a little bit of candy melts on the very top to finish that off. but we can take care of that in a sec. Okay, I'm trying to get it set up so you can see everything as I do it here. Okay, so we're gonna go all around the bottom here. Not making it too thick. Working quickly because we don't want these to start to set before we're able to put the pearls on. All right, let's add to the part we've already done. Haha, the bowl's working so much better than I expected even. Ah, it's so cute. Okay. Adding more of our melts to... Hold on, hello. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog is complaining at me. I think I might want to fill this up even, or fill it up. I want to make it look like it's even a little bit more full than it is in terms of going up a little bit further. Yep, a little more on this side. Okay, and let's go, where did the white, there's a white one, okay. I'm gonna go, like I said, just a little bit more around, just so we can get a few more on there. Oh, I'm starting to pick up other ones. Okay. Okay, and there is our little gumballs. You can push them down a little bit to make them kind of more even. Just take a few of these. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks kind of cute. And to finish it off, we're gonna take some of our red melt. I need to grab yet another food brush. A lot of brushes today. We're gonna take our red here, which is not completely set. So the sides are starting to set, but I think, let's melt it down just a little bit. I think I might set up a little bit too much while I'm using the brush. for like 10 seconds or so. We don't need very much. Okay. Okay, candy melts are setting a little bit more than I thought, so we're going to pop this back in the microwave for another 10 to 15 seconds. You can still see some, I just scraped these on the side. They're not melting very much, so another 10 to 15 seconds and then we should be good. I'm doing another 10 just because I don't want to overheat them. Okay, and we won't... I'm grabbing a little red heart sprinkle. Actually, hold on. Let's do a couple of white heart sprinkles to add a little bit of contrast to the red parts that we're going to be putting them on. Okay. Okay, we look pretty good. Okay, that's kind of the consistency that I'm looking for. Okay, so basically I just want to make a little kind of like circle on top here because, you know, gumballs have like the little top section. So I'm just going to put a little bit of stuff on top. Trying to make it look as circular as possible. Okay, maybe a little bit bigger. A little bit more candy melts. I just kind of keep putting them in the middle and then squishing it down, and that seems to be helping to make it a nice kind of circular thing going on here. I'm pretty happy with that. And we're going to take one of our little... Okay, let's pick a front. We can also kind of like tap the bottom and make it a little bit more even on top. I think this was my front, if I remember correctly. My apologies for my scratchiness today. Those winter allergies are just driving me nuts. Okay, I'm thinking this is my front. Let's go with that. Oh, sitting on top of a sprinkle. Okay, so we're gonna take one of our little white hearts and we're going to stick it right on top here. Try and make it nice and even. You can even kind of move it if you need to before it starts to set. There we go. I think I like the position of that. And then I'm actually going to grab my food tweezers. Okay, and then we're going to put a little bit of candy melts on this other white heart and we're going to stick it right on front. Holding the hearts with tweezers can be a little bit tricky, but we're just going to... That's probably even a little bit too much. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put it right on front. And then we can kind of adjust down just slightly before they start to set, but you don't want to push down too much or move it around too much, or else you're going to start to see like candy melts on the side. But I think I'm happy with that positioning. What do you guys think of our little gumball machine here? I think it actually turned out pretty cute. Made out of a Rolo and a Lindor truffle. That is all of our toppers for today. So let's do a quick review. So to start, we have our, oh my goodness, sip of water. Okay. First off, we have our cute little ice cream cone here that's shaped like a heart. I'm really excited with how this one turned out. I think adding that little kind of ruffly effect at the bottom really sells the ice cream scoop effect. And then, of course, adding sprinkles just makes it even more fun. So, and of course, this one was super duper easy. I actually got these, the company sent these to me to try them out. And they're really fun. Of course, dark chocolate's my favorite. This one that I was using today was a milk chocolate and a little strawberry marshmallow. So that's kind of a fun combo. Also, we're making these not only look cute, but also taste good as well with the like combinations of stuff that we're using. So this one, I feel like in the future, the next time I try this, I might want to try to like cut a little bit of the, either like the top of the Rolo or the bottom of the, oops, I knocked it over. Hold on. Gotta fix that. Had it too close to where my hand was. You just go right there. Ooh, I pushed down a little bit too hard. That can happen. Okay, let's fix that. We can fix a little bit of candy melts. Okay, and put the sprinkle back on. Not as even as the way it was to begin with, but it still works. Just trying to get rid of a little air bubble right there that's like in the way. Okay, I'm gonna scrape a little bit of this off. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes it gets a little bit messed up right before you're almost done with it. Okay, now we can add a little bit more and it shouldn't do that. Okay. All right, that's pretty much back to normal. Okay, so like I was saying, getting that one out of the way, I think I would cut maybe a little bit of the truffle off if possible. They're not super easy to cut cleanly, so that's what I'm saying, maybe to like kind of carve a little bit of the top out of the ruffle, or the Rolo, not ruffle, out of the Rolo so that you don't see this much of a separation right there. I think that would be my only thing to improve this one. Aside from that, I think it turned out really cute. Maybe I would try the silver just to see what it looks like, but I kind of like the iridescent kind of purple action going on there. I just might not pair that with the purple right here. So future notes, making mental notes here. And then the gumball, I think this one turned out really cute. I'd be very curious to see how the little hearts turn out. But I think overall I'm actually really happy with this one. Turned out fairly how I thought in my head, so I'm pretty happy with this one. But I think overall they all are very cute. They all would be really great for cupcake toppers, or like I said, even just like little cute treats. You could put these on, you know, they have dessert charcuterie type boards. So these would be really cute little accents on stuff like that. So you can definitely do a few cute little things with that. Even decorate like a larger cake with a few little accents like this would be adorable. So let me know which one is your favorite. Thank you guys for sticking around for so long and helping me, you know, try and test out some fun stuff today. I've been thinking about these things for probably like a couple weeks now, and I was like, you know what, finally today's the day. So very excited we finally got to try them out and to see them come to life, and I hope you guys like them. And what else? We have shorts videos, of course, every day as usual. Live next week should be back on Friday as scheduled, but of course I'll let you know beforehand. And of course, working on tutorial videos coming up. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you once again for joining me today and for sticking around for our live today. And I will see you guys very soon. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Friday, as well as a great weekend. See you soon. Bye.